What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Boom TV. Today, we're going to talk about first date etiquette, what you should do, where you should go, what you should say. Let's get into it. First thing first, the first step you need to take is you guys need to go out on dates with people you actually like. Okay? A lot of y'all are going on dates with complete strangers. You met at the club, you met online, you texted a couple times, and now you're outside with this stranger. And now you're pissed because halfway through the date, you realize you hate this person, but now it's too late because you've already spent $200 on this individual that you will never see again. So that's where a lot of the frustration comes in for young men, is because they don't want to overinvest in somebody useless. So step one is to make sure that you actually like this person. How do you do that? You need to screen them beforehand. So you need to have text conversations. You need to have FaceTime calls so you can see them and observe their personality. There needs to be some semblance of energy before you go outside in public with them to where you're thinking, oh, okay, I actually could like this person. Boom. That's what you do. And then you go from there. So step one, make sure you like them. Step two, your date needs to have a minimum of 2 stages to it. Okay. This is food plus activity. All right. I'm seeing a lot of things online where some of these people are telling you to go get coffee or just go straight dinner or whatever the case may be. That's cool. But if you want to stand out, if you want to be remembered, if you want your date to feel more like an adventure rather than an interview, you need to have multiple activities set up. So you have activity because you want to do something fun, and then you want to have food involved. Okay, this is going to be the formula because now it's more like an outgoing kind of adventure where she's like, "Ooh, what are we going to do next?" As opposed to coffee, which is kind of boring. I get it if you're on a budget, I get it. But if you want to stand out, we need multiple activities. Okay. Because at the end of the day, you want her to be comfortable, you want her to have fun, and you want to be remembered. All right. Step three, while you're on the date, whether you're eating or whether you're doing the activity, you want to be asking the majority of the questions and listening. Okay. This is going to put you in a position of power because now you have the ability to steer the conversation in the direction you want. You are asking her about her dreams and goals and aspirations, about her trauma. You are digging into her life and her past, and she is sharing information with you. All right. While you are barely talking. And what this is going to do is this is going to frame you as an individual who is charismatic, who is a good listener, who is charming. You're going to be throwing witty jokes in between to showcase your comedic skill set. All right. And what's going to happen is when she shares her trauma with you or her dreams, goals, aspirations, or anything else, now she is sharing information with you that she doesn't share with the average stranger. So you have now built up trust. She is comfortable with you. You are allowing her to yap, and you guys are having a good time. She is going to think, wow, he's so thoughtful and charismatic and charming. And boom, boom, boom. At this point, while you're doing the activity or whether you're eating, you're asking your questions, you're listening. Another reason you're listening is because you want to build up the energy, the aura of mystery around yourself. Everybody knows that women love mystery. So I'm not saying that you don't tell her anything about yourself. Although me and myself, I've been out on dates where she's talked the entire time. She's gotten zero information from me and she had a blast. And then she realized she didn't know anything about me, which is the place you want to be in. You want to be mysterious. Okay. You want to be a puzzle that she tries to figure out. All right. This is going to make you more attractive to her for whatever reason. Study your psychology. All right. Now, you have fed her. You guys are doing the fun activity. You guys are bonding. Things are ascending. Step four, after you've done your activity and you've eaten your food, if you've done this properly, she will have had so much fun that she wants the night to continue. Now the ball is in your court. At this point in the evening, here's what you can do. It is now time for the three-man weave. This is what I call the three-man weave. You are now, after the food and the activity is done, you are going to suggest 3 post-date activities that are options for her, right? You're going to say something like, hey, we just got done eating. Hey, we can go to the club. We can grab a drink, dance, blah, blah, blah. Or We can end this date. We can set up our second date if you want. It's cool too. Or we can go back to my crib and I got some games. I have hookah. I got drinks. I got amenities that maybe you like. The reason you want to give her three options, right? You don't want to just say, hey, let's go back to my crib. You want to give her three options. She's going to be having so much fun. She's not going to choose the, oh, let's end the date option. She wants the fun to continue. Girls just want to have fun, right? I didn't make the song up. So that option's off the table. She's not going to want to go home. She's going to either say, A, let's go to the club, or B, yeah, let's go back to your crib and we can have a little fun, and when you mention going back to the house, you want to say this in a non sexual way. Again, we want her to feel comfortable. We want her to feel trusted. All right. And at that point, you've won, sir. Now you can take this date wherever which way you want to go. If you want to have post date fun, cool. If you want to set up the second date, cool. If you want to marry this person and you think this is a partner for your dreams that will fulfill your dreams, cool. All right. But all you need to do is follow this 4-step formula. I call it the 4-step first date formula, and you will succeed for the rest of your life on first dates. Hopefully, you're not going out on too many. Good luck out there.